Welcome to Cabin Fever. I'm Jake Berry, and today I've got Coach Bill Littleton, of the McAllen Memorial Mustangs. And Coach, welcome to the show.
Thank you, Jake. Appreciate you having me on.
Coach, how has the coronavirus affected your program and what you guys are doing in spring ball?
Well, it just put everything just halted everything, just so suddenly. Wasn't any time to really prepare for what we needed to get our kids prepared for it. We've been doing a lot of Zoom meetings, they've been videoing a lot of workout for us. So our kids are working out, but we're going to be young spots, and it really would have helped us tremendously if we could have went through the rest of strength and conditioning with them off season and got in spring ball, and who knows what this summer's going to be with strength and conditioning. Hopefully we'll get back and we can pick up the pieces and run with it. Only good thing is, it's a level playing field, everybody in the same shape.
Now, one of the missing pieces that you're going to have to fill for next year is Campbell Spates. You're going to have to fill somebody into that spot. Is it going to be by platoon or by committee? How are you going to do it?
Well, we really don't know right now. There's one thing we don't really look at in spring ball. We got 2 or 3 candidates that we're very, very pleased with, and they're all 3 good kids, and they all bring a lot to the table. And we'd kind of wait to see how spring went and see if anybody just really stepped to the front. Got to go for there, but we feel confident one of those 3 kids or all 3 of those kids, like you say, by committee, we really don't know, but we feel confident those 3 kids will get the job done for us.
The running game has been a staple with McAllen Memorial football. Do you see yourself maybe airing it out more, or is it pretty much going to be what we've seen?
Well, we threw the ball for over 1,200 yards last year. Joseph's had a great year. If we get somebody that can sling it and somebody can catch it, we'll do what we have to do. We're always going to do what the defense gives us, but we're going to make sure that we can always fall back on our running game.
Now, you've had some time away from the field, away from the locker room. What have you been doing with your coronavirus time?
Well, been sitting down, looking at a lot of personnel groupings and look at different things there. Been in on a lot of Zoom meetings. Our coaches are doing a good job of having their kids on Zoom meetings and doing a good job of coaching them up. I just got off a while ago with Coach Patterson. He was telling me that he had 25 kids on Zoom today on the defensive side of the ball, so that was great to hear, and they had a good meeting. I know our offensive line been meeting every day. They're doing a really good job there, and our other position coaches are doing a good job also. So been sitting in on a few of those, been a lot of contact with coaches, finding out what's going on. Been looking at some video from players that sent us, shows what they're doing on workout. Been on some Zoom meetings with other coaches in the valley and outside the valley, just talking football. Just trying to get better every day, trying to make the best of a bad situation, trying to find a way to get better.
Now, you're going to be going into a brand new district. What's your take on that district? I mean, you're only going to have one non-district game, and that's against Vela.
Well, we got to get ready in a hurry because, second game out of the box, you're already in district. But the good thing about that is district lasts for a long time. So if you happen to make a mistake early, hopefully you can rebound and get back in the running. It's going to be a tough district. Going down to 5A is not going to be a piece of cake. There's some really good teams in 5A, Westco East, coming down from 6A also. Brownsville Pace had a good team last year. We feel like competition is going to be there. We know that we got to work cut out for us. Our 2 sister schools are always tough, always big ball games with them, with Rowan and Mac High. So we'll be in for a battle every week.
I talked to Matt Stepp, and he thought that this district, compared to the other 5A district, had a nicer, I don't want to say an easier, but a nicer playoff positioning against those teams up north. What have you looked at that stuff? As far as who you would play in the playoffs.
Well, I think it's always, I think it gives us. I like the playoff pairing better than what we had in 6A. We just got to going up against those Laredo school with so many kids. Their enrollment was twice our size. They had more boys in high school than we had total enrollment. Not saying that we weren't able to play with them and held our own and beat them. At least 50% of the time, probably maybe more. but I think it just number-wise, we're just in a better position. But I think it's like always, you need to finish, first or second in your district to try to get a better draw when you go into the by district there.
Yeah, and earlier we actually tried to do, for people that are watching, we actually tried to do an interview with you and Coach Stumbaugh, who also you both coach at Cuero, but that's not the only correlation down here. You've got Coach Kaufman, your son is at PSJ North as well. What has it been like for you to have all these people that you've come into contact with? They're now coaching down here as well.
Well, it some ways really nice, and some ways it makes it really tough. The last 2 years I was in the district with PSJ North and my son and Coach Kaufman, it was a tough time. It was a no-win situation for somebody every time we played. It made it tough to put my wife in a real tough situation with our son coaching over there and her in the press box keeping stats for me. So it was a tough situation. So now it'd be more fun just sit back and holler for them and hope that they do good every week and take care of business. And, Coach Stumbaugh and I go way back. He coached my brother at Midland High in the Midland High system way back when. I was fortunate enough to, when I was defensive coordinator there at Cuero, to get Monty come down and be our offensive coordinator for a while. And then after Coach Finley left to Arlington High, I was fortunate enough to get the head job there. And Monty was an offensive coordinator for a year or two before he came down here. And it's been great relationships. Not only that, there's relationships, the people that coached with me at other places now. I got coaches that coach with us and been with us all over the valley now. So there's lots of ties there.
I guess my last question is this for you, and I'm just wondering, and I bet people at home are, well, you're not coaching football. What are you doing?
What am I doing? I'm not coaching football?
Yeah, what's your downtime?
My downside when I'm not coaching football, I like barbecue, spend some time with my wife, just do the things you like to do. I like to take in a movie every once in a while. Of course, all that kind of been put on hold. I am going to cook today. I am the cook today in my house today. I told my wife I'd barbecue today. So we get all of this, I'm going to go out and start cooking as a steak. But that's pretty much what we do, Always thinking football, always thinking off season. Off season, I'm really big into off season. I love off season. Once you get through with football, it's just another season for me. It's off season. Plus, I try to stay very involved in our other sports. It's not just about football anymore. High school, we want to be successful in everything.
And I told you this earlier. This is the first time since I started covering stuff in 2006 that I've seen you with facial hair.
It's kind of a protest to the coronavirus here. I'm sitting at home, and I went about a week without shaving. I shaved a little bit. And I said, I think I'll just leave this till we get to go back to work. And it may be a while before I get to shave it off. But I've had a mustache before off and on during the summertime, but I've always been pretty clean shaven when I went to school.
I think you should shave the chin part and just go with the Monty Stumbaugh when you're done.
I don't know whether I can do that or not.
Well, Coach, I appreciate you taking the time to take this interview, and I hope we're back on the football field quicker than people are expecting, and enjoy cooking tonight.
I will, and always good to talk to you, Jake. Appreciate you having me on, and stay healthy and stay safe, and we'll see you sooner than later, hopefully.
Thank you, Coach.
You bet. Bye-bye.